welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. And if you are one of my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support, for your love, for your friendship. Thank you guys so much for continuing to come back and supporting each other and me on this channel. You guys have truly made a huge difference in my life, and I would not be here doing what I'm doing without you. So thank you so much. And if you have found yourself here for the very first time, we just want to welcome you to this family that we're growing. Join us, grab yourself some snacks, a cup of tea, and we'll have a little bit of a chat because we are all friends when we gather here together at my table. So today's pick a card reading, we're looking at the person on your mind, and you could be in no contact from this person, or maybe you just haven't seen them in a while, because we're looking at, you know, what's going to happen the next time you see each other. So what's going to happen the next time they see you? What's going to happen if you bump into each other? If you plan something, what's going to go down? We have 3 piles for you to choose from. Pile number 1 here with the rabbit card and the green ice cream cone. Pile number 2 with the volcano card and the purple donut. And pile number 3 with the chicken card and the blue popsicle. So whichever pile or symbols are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting for you from Spirit today. My timestamps are listed below as well. And I'll just take a moment here to say that if you are a subscriber, be sure to drop me a comment below and hit your notification bell, because I will be releasing the name of the winner of this month's free reading soon on my channel. So please be sure to hit your notification bell if you're a subscriber and drop me a comment below. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, the person on your mind, what's going to happen the next time you see each other? Pile number 1. Hello everybody, in pile number 1, you were drawn to the rabbit card from the Literary Witches Oracle, and you were drawn to this ice cream cone here. So the ice cream cone is obviously a symbol of heat and wanting to cool down in the summertime. You know, it's sweet, it's creamy, all of those things. And the rabbit is a sense of adventure and leaping into that adventure. There's also a bit of nerves surrounding the rabbit. You know, they're a very self-aware creature. They're always very observant to their surroundings, but they leap anyway. You know, they're very curious, they're very playful, and they leap. So this person could be a fire sign, because I really associate it with the Page of Wands. So they could be a fire sign, a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. They could also be somebody who has been fearful of leaping with you in the past, or they're a little bit intimidated by you in some way. So let's see what's going to happen the next time that you see each other. Using the Crow Tarot for you today, pile 1. What's going to happen the next time that you see each other? What is going to happen the next time that you see each other? What will this person do the next time that they see you? So we have the Hierophant here. Starting out the reading with the Hierophant. What will they do? What will happen then? Whoops. Ooh. Explosion with the Page of Cups, though. Explosion with the Page of Cups. What's going to happen the next time you see each other? Wheel of Fortune. The World. Wow. Okay. Spirit. We have the Ace of Swords coming out in the reverse position. And I do feel like they're sort of stressed out about that. It's like there's a nervousness. There's a sense of worry about that. I feel like they're intimidated by you, actually. Can we clarify the Hierophant, please? What's going to happen the next time that they see you? We have the 2 of Cups. We have the 8 of Pentacles with the 3 of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles. We have the 5 of Pentacles. And we have the Hermit. Back of the deck is the Ten of Swords, and we have the Two of Wands as well. So let's clarify here as we go along. I'll be clarifying these messages, but we have the Ten of Swords as the back of deck energy, and you know, that can be a really sort of disappointed, sad type of energy. It can be one of, you know, release and letting go and moving forward, but it's being supported by the Two of Wands. So in the past, I really feel like this person did not act upon what they wanted to do with you, and now they've realized is that if they're ever given the chance to communicate with you again or bump into you, I feel like they've been waiting a long time, so they've had a long time to figure out the plan of what they would do if they saw you again, and they have that plan in place, ready to execute it, because there's the World and there's the World. They're stressed out about that. They're stressed out about it, about having to actually wield their voice if that ever came to pass, because Spirit says that this opportunity, if it comes to pass, is going to come on suddenly when we do not expect it. But it's like they're ready for that. They're ready for this opportunity, because that Ten of Swords does offer a glimmer of hope. It does offer us an opportunity to reevaluate our plans, our goals, and to reformulate a new plan of action towards a change or a shift. And they've made that plan. So they're like, whatever happened between us in the past, I didn't act. I let my nerves get the best of me. And here you can see in the Hierophant's about ascension, and it's about movement and forward motion in our ascension, evolving to another stage. And here is this key. It's like recognizing that I am the key to shifting up our position and shifting up the energies from the past. And here's the Two of Cups. Like, this is somebody who feels very strongly towards you. This is somebody who cares very deeply for you. And they're saying, you know, the next time we see each other, I'm taking advantage of the opportunity, and I'm going to put the work necessary into healing the things that didn't happen in the past and my own heartbreak, because they are left in a state of weight. I feel like their feelings for you have only intensified if this has been a long wait, and they're saying that for some of you, it has been a long wait. They're saying, I'm focused, I'm determined, and I would not let that chance pass me by again. It's like I will not allow myself to go back and be disappointed if I have any say in it. Because even the Hermit here, they're very focused. They could be an earth sign. They could definitely be a Taurus. They could definitely be a Virgo. We have a lot of earth energy floating around. And this Hermit is talking about that plan. They're not very confident. You know, they're feigning confidence, but they have a plan in place. The Hermit has that hope in his lantern. He's using that as a guiding light to focus upon as he kind of deals with this emotion. And I'm saying he just as ease of execution. Gender doesn't really matter. It's all about emotions. It's all about energy. So they realize that there needs to be a practical plan in place. And like they don't want to be caught off guard, because I feel like if they were caught off guard, they might just leap away. So they have a plan in place. If they see you again, they're going to execute that plan, which is an emotional new beginning here that they've been hungry for. Look at the shark in the bowl, because truthfully, they are communicating that there's a sense of loss that is so profound that they almost feel like they've lost a piece of themselves. They almost feel like they've lost a piece of themselves, because the starfish can lose a limb, a piece of itself, literally, and it can regrow over time and heal over time. And that pain is very evident in this Three of Swords. Having to put the work into recognizing where that pain came from even. I feel like it took them a while to have that epiphany. But it's now that they've had the time to reflect, they would take advantage of it. And there's also a very sweet message coming through that this person would do anything to make you happy. If they got that chance, they would do anything to make you happy. Can we clarify that World card, please? What happened when they see you again? Ace of Swords. They want to bring about the clarity that they never offered you in the past. It's like, if anything, I'm going to get it off my chest. If anything, even if they feel like they're going to leave disappointed from that meeting, from the experience, they're saying, even if I leave disappointed, at least I left no stone unturned. At least I shared how I felt. And that can give them some sort of peace from some of this, you know, they're mad at themselves. It's not mad at you, or it's not sadness towards you. They're mad at themselves for not leaping in the past. Can we clarify, please? That Wheel of Fortune. The Judgment, yeah. Oh, they want this opportunity so badly because they want it to result in a new beginning. It's not even that they're expecting that. They're hopeful for that. But they want it so badly because they feel like after a length of time, kind of evaluating the whole situation, they've discovered, you know, that they want a new beginning. You could live very far away from this person, though. I feel like there's a distance between you. Clarify the Three of Swords, please. What did they do? They got you. Saw you again, the Temperance card. Oh, they've been waiting for a while. And the purpose of them wanting to reconnect is twofold, because I do feel like they're hopeful for new beginnings or chances, but ultimately they want to heal their heart and get closure, and they feel like the only way they can do that is by expressing themselves to you in some way. We have the Tower and the Five of Swords. They're worried. There's part of them that is worried that this is a permanent situation, a permanent type of disconnect, and that you may not be open to any type of reunion. If they saw you again, what would happen? If they saw you again. We have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking brings you romance. Trying to hold on to optimism when underneath their heart is a little bit broken. We do have deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship, and I feel like that was in the past of this connection. They were definitely hiding their sense of attraction for you. But if they saw you again, when they get another opportunity, they won't waste that opportunity. How is this person feeling for you right this moment? When they think about seeing you again, what do they think about? Will I ever get a chance? Will I ever get a chance to get what I want here? Will I ever get a chance to see this person again? Because I would do anything, and that's what they're saying. I would do anything to make you happy. I would do anything for you. It's like, what do you want me to do? I'll do it. Very determined, very loyal person. I feel like they're very loyal. I wish I believed in me like you did. And they don't have, I don't think they know how you feel about them at this time, but I feel like you do have a lot of confidence in them, and you do have a lot of attraction that is returned, but they don't see that. They don't feel that. I'm waiting patiently for the right time to come towards, and that's the Temperance here twice. It's a dangerous thing to wait. You know, it's a dangerous thing to not act upon what we want, because things can fall away, opportunities can pass us by, and it could be this waiting, this sense of wanting everything to be perfect, which sometimes the Knight of Pentacles can fall into, can sometimes stagnate something too long. I'm working hard on myself during this time, and I can't see past my own fears to make this reconnection happen. So I don't know that they will make this reconnection happen, but if it happens, if they saw you again, they would not waste the chance. They may not have the confidence to make that happen, but if they saw you again, they wouldn't waste the opportunity. If they saw you again, saw each other again, what would happen, please? We have serenity. Value quiet days with only the rustling leaves breaking the silence. It's like they want to spend quiet time with you. They just want to spend time in your company, in your presence. And they want change. As with falling leaves, embrace change. They want to change in whatever the capacity was in this connection in the past. If it was just friendship, they want it to be moved into a romantic realm. And if it was romantic, they want to shift it back to that spot. We have wildflower, live an uncontrolled life, free to grow anywhere and bound by nothing. And we have generosity, sow the seeds of kindness as well. Back of the deck is transform, rise above any situation and become the best version of you. And I feel like this person feels, I really like their energy, if I'm honest. I really, really do. Because I feel like they're a free spirit, or they want to be a free spirit. This rabbit just wants to leave. It's like this Page of Wands mentality is sticking with me. And they want to share a life that's free and adventurous. They want to share adventures with you. They want to be able to transform the situation into something brand new. They want to expand. And there's the King of Cups. I didn't even see him underneath there. Again, the shark imagery of like leaping into a connection with you, bringing it into a calmer place with the sailboat. And there's the Queen of Pentacles. They really want, if they had the opportunity, if they saw you again, they would want to secure you. They would want to kind of, as my partner would say, boat that bass. That's what he said about me. He had to boat that bass. And that's what they are saying. They would secure you. They would want to shower you with emotion. They would want to shower you with security and give you everything that your heart desires. I feel like they would work so hard to do that. I really like their energy. I don't know if I mentioned that. Let's get a couple more message cards from how they're feeling right this moment. How does this person feel right this second, please? If they could get a chance to see group one again, what would they do? What are they thinking? It's always been you. And I didn't follow my heart back then, and that's something that they would want to rectify in this situation. I am different. I have grown up. I've matured. If you see them as someone who is just kind of haphazard and just sort of flighty, they're saying that they have matured and that they now have focus and they're driven. Something that may not have been in place in the past. I dream of being reckless though and just leaping in, and I have things I have to say to you. I knew the first moment I saw you. It says I'm ready to act. If that opportunity comes in, they're like, I've got my plan. I've got my plan in place if I get that opportunity. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number one. In the charm bowl today, if they got to see you again, if they had a chance to reconnect with you, the next time that they see you, what will they do in the bowl, please? Oops, missed the bowl with that one. We have the Nine of Swords, so they're nervous about it. King of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Cups. So they're really nervous about, as much as they want it, it's like, be careful what you wish for, because if they were thrust with that reality, yes, their plan is in place, but oftentimes, you know, our plans go to crap when we're faced with uncertainty or our nerves get the better of us. This Three of Cups is that deep desire for reunion, though. Deep desire for connection, and it is a acknowledgement of a friendship that may have been in place here. In the bowl, we have kind, brave, true, happy, strong, thankful, and these are qualities I feel like this person has and has grown into here. We have A and E. We have the blue lips, somebody who hasn't seen you in a while and someone who hasn't been kissed in a while. We have the Pisces energy going with the flow. Six of Swords, Three of Wands, Queen of Swords in the back of the deck. They're really, you could be an air sign, an Aquarius, Gemini, potentially, Libra, but more so they're intimidated by you. They're intimidated about the reception that they're going to receive, but they do have a lot that they want to wield towards you. They have a lot to express. They're hoping that that expression will lead to expansion into more, but in the end of the day, this is a monkey on their back. This is something on their back that they're carrying with them that they have to get off of their chest. So they would take the advantage of the opportunity. And we also have the little DNA helix here. It's like they feel like they've lost a part of themselves, something that is intrinsic and belongs to them. All right, pile number 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated. If it did, I would love to hear your story in the comment section so I can get some words of encouragement back to you. I would love for you to subscribe to this family that we're growing here and be a part of this channel. Hit your like button, hit your notification bell, and drop me a comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can check out my Instagram link for another chance to win a free mini read. And I also offer private readings through my Etsy page, which is below. And if you head to that link and it is empty, it just means I have sold out for that day. But I do release on weekdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so keep checking back. But I hope that you come back here to YouTube, to the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a beautiful day. Take care. Hello, group number 2. You were drawn to the purple donut here, or to the volcano card from the Literary Witches Oracle, and this is your reading. What would your person do if they saw you again? What would their actions be? And we have the volcano, so they could be feeling like there's a lot of pressure building up for them in a physical sense, but also to express themselves emotionally as well. That could be on their agenda if they ever get the chance to see you again. So let's take a look and see, what would this person do if they saw you again? If they get a chance to see you again, what are their plans of action towards you? I'm using the Golden Girls Tarot for this pile. What would they do if they saw you again, if they got an opportunity? We have the World. So there is some unfinished business here in this connection. What would they do if they saw you again? What would happen if they saw you again? We have the Strength card, Leo energy. This person could be a Leo. More so, you could be a Leo, or they could just be wielding a lot of strength in that moment. A lot of courage needed to be utilized in that moment. We have the Lovers reversed. If they see you again, what will they do? What will their actions be? I feel like they really want to issue an apology of some kind. There's a lot of regret in that Lovers reverse. There's the Tower. And the Chariot. Back of the deck is the Hermit. I almost feel like they feel like they made a big mistake. I feel like they chose poorly in life, or they chose poorly in the past. And I do feel like they have a lot of regret for creating the situation. Can we please clarify? And they've been thinking about it a lot. Let's just be real with the Hermit on the back of the deck. This is a lot of major arcanic themes to be presented already. So this is something that, this is a connection that you have learned a lot from, and this person has also learned a lot. And a lot of these lessons were very harsh lessons, and they were learned in the disconnect. Can we clarify the World, please? What would happen if they saw you again? King of Wands. Definite fire energy here. And they do have passion that they want to wield towards you, and that's like their biggest dream, is to be able to have this happen. To be able to communicate with you or share their thoughts with you. And also, they do have physical desires that they, in their wildest dreams, if you would allow it, they would like to wield that closure as well. For somebody watching, and this is not for everyone, you may have not experienced a physical connection with this person, but that's not for everybody. Queen of Swords. If they saw you again, what would happen? What would they do? Nine of Wands. They would express to you about how they've been holding on to, and almost feels like guilt, if I'm honest. It almost feels like guilt. We have the Death card and the King of Swords. And they've been holding on to this for a long time. The burden of what happened in this connection in the past, they've been holding on to that for a while with that Nine of Wands. They're frustrated, and they are really worried about your frustration, because I feel like they want to ask you if you're still angry at them, and that's something that they're hesitant about, is they're worried about your position and how you feel about them and how you feel about their choices in the past. If they saw you again, what would they do? Can we clarify that Tower card, please? It feels a lot like closure here that they've been holding on to, but some of the closure feels physical. Can we clarify the Tower, please? They want you to know that it took them some time, or they would want you to know that it took them some time to see everything clearly, but they've had an epiphany about the past. And so if they saw you again or got the opportunity to see you again, they want to share that epiphany with you, that they've done a lot of reflecting, and that they have been fearful of you. In a sense, they're, again, intimidated by your perception of things and by your perception of them. And they're really sorry. Like, it feels like a real kind of sense of being sorry here. Can we clarify the Chariot? If they saw you again, what would they do? Six of Swords. Strength and Justice. Back of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. If they had the opportunity to see you again, first of all, you would be looking amazing, and they would really be attracted to you on every level, which would make them want to charge in with physical. Like, they have intentions. If they ever saw you again, they're going to shoot their shot. Like, they're going to do that because they have, you know, a pressure building that they, but it's not just physical. Spirit wants you to understand, and they want you to understand it's not just physical, but they would shoot their shot if they saw you again. But more so, it really feels like closure, and it really feels like using it as an opportunity to wield their voice towards you. And it would be hard for them because we have the Strength here twice. So we have very strong Libra energy, very strong Leo energy as well. But it would be really difficult for them to step away from their ego and to do this. And I can't even say that they're looking forward to that component of it, because I don't feel like they are. I don't feel like they're looking forward to that component of it, but I feel like they think it's their responsibility. It's like they feel like they owe you this. They owe you this information. They owe you this explanation. They owe you this apology. I feel like if they saw you again, they would hope that this communication could lead to more, and they're hoping that permanency that this Queen of Cups represents, the permanency and love that she represents, it's still available to them. It may or may not be, whatever the case may be. But if they saw you again, they would use it as an opportunity to apologize. And I mean, again, they would shoot their shot as well, because in their wildest dreams, this Queen of Swords will just melt in front of them. You know, in their wildest dreams, this Queen of Swords is the one who reaches out to them to create this ball in motion that needs to happen in order for this reunion to even come about. But they definitely have an apology to bring forth towards you, and they're not looking forward to that, but they know it's necessary. If they saw you again, what would they do? The next time they see you, what would they do, please? We have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And you could be moved on at this point as well, and that's really what that Nine of Pentacles was talking about on the back of that deck. Where'd it go? This Nine of Pentacles, because you're now, at the time of this meeting, if it comes to pass, you will be in a position potentially that you are proud of. And you could be in a higher level of commitment than this person at that time. We do have unrequited love. It says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. I do not like the message on this card. I never have. But the unrequited love message is very strong. And I feel like it's almost like they gave you the impression that they didn't care in the past, and they want to rectify that. They want to rectify that. We have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And because at this time they're going to see a shift in you, they're going to be very attracted to you. Because I feel like you have evolved, you have grown, you have matured, and they're going to notice that. What would happen the next time that they see you? What would they do? What would their actions be the next time they see you? You have wisdom. The the next time that they see you, they're going to use that as an opportunity to create some sort of peace between the two of you, and to let you, I wanted to say to educate you, because I feel like this person might be a little bit of a mansplainer for someone watching, so take that as it resonates. That's not for everyone, but I just heard that message in my mind. It's like to educate you on how evolved they are. So take that as it resonates. We have balance, to restore the balance and taking the responsibility. Look at how stoic that person looks. They almost look sick to their stomach having to maintain all the balance. So they're not happy about, it's almost like it's difficult for this person to admit when they were wrong, or if they were wrong in the past of this connection. How is this person feeling right this moment? What would they do if they got a chance to see you again? What would they be thinking? What are they thinking about another chance to see you? Have I lost everything? Have I lost everything? Is it beyond the realm of is it beyond the realm of being able to salvage anything? And we have, I'm absolutely in love with you. And you know, that is a card about deep connection, and a card about reunions, even almost from a long time ago, childhood potentially, with the Six of Cups. And it is somebody who wants to offer us something, someone who wants to be generous with us. And so this person does want to wield this apology. I just saw, I'm sorry. There's I'm sorry. And please give me time. I've never felt like this before. I just want space. Back of the deck says, you hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. I don't know if they were the type to pass the buck in the past when it comes to feelings, blame. If they saw you again, what would they want to say? If they saw you again, what would they want to say? Yeah, I wish I had fought harder for this. And I do want to see you again. So they are, as much as they're not looking forward to the apology that they know they have to give, they are looking forward to it, and they feel that intensity burning inside of them to have this happen, to see this shift. And all these white roses of hope are a hope that they can shift it into a new beginning. The thought of you as someone else drives me absolutely insane and drives them crazy. And as I said, for some of you, if this comes to pass, you will be in another connection, or you are currently in another connection. So that could be what holds them back at this time. I'm forever yours. And the separation is killing me. Back of the deck says, I'm trying to evolve. I'm trying to become a better person. And I do feel like they're trying to be more self-aware. But I feel like there are obstacles for this person in that path towards self-awareness, if I'm honest. Because honestly, for some, and again, these messages are not for everyone because I'm dealing with collective energy, so it's impossible to connect in totality to one energy floating around. But for some of you, this person's almost trying to overcome narcissistic tendencies. I'm not saying that they are narcissists, but they may have grown up in an environment where there was a narcissist, so that's how they kind of navigate emotional connections, is in similar veins, and they're trying to evolve. Like they're trying to reflect and to gain insight on this connection and themselves in general. I would take you home to mom. What happened if they saw you again? What do they say? How do they feel? This needs to stop. The pain that they're feeling needs to stop. They feel that urgency growing. It's becoming too much for them to handle. We don't always get what we want. So for some of you, this person does feel like you have slipped through their fingers. Everything about you is attractive. And we also have, I've got a lot of responsibilities right now. Back of the deck says, I want to take a risk with you. Let's get a charm bowl for you, group number 2. How's this person currently feeling about group number 2 in the bowl? How do they feel about a potential reunion with group 2? So in the bowl today, we have here the Page of Pentacles reversed, the 8 of Cups reversed, and the High Priestess. So this is, they've got a lot on their chest that they've been holding close to their chest or holding close to their heart that they haven't shared. The 8 of Cups, though, in the reverse does talk about wanting to return after some insight, after gaining insight and clarity. And this Page of Pentacles in the reverse is talking about their desire to communicate with you, but for some reason there is a setback, some type of disappointment or stress or worry that's causing that. It also talks about their actions in the past and how maybe they were a little bit immature, how they were ill-equipped to handle how they felt, or how they handled the situation. They didn't handle it with care. They didn't handle the opportunity with you with care, and that's something they want to fix. What do we have today? We have 2 R's, H, F, the letter E, and the letter J. So these could be initials. We have and we have always. I always have felt this way. It's like I couldn't get it out, or I didn't have the courage, or I didn't have the strength or the fortitude to express how I feel. We have 1999 on this penny. We have a playing card, which is the 8 of Swords, which is restriction and feeling like they can't approach at this time. We do have the guitar pick and the horse, which is determination. And the chariot charm for me is the horse often. This one has no rider, though. It does talk about an emotional decision that I've made, but maybe they don't feel like they have the freedom or capacity to come towards you for whatever reason. Could be because of your situation. So we do have this star with the fairy, which is my symbol for someone who is worried that they're hoping for something that's beyond their reach and that is not available to them anymore, or something that doesn't exist. All right, group number 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated. If it did, I would love to hear your story in the comment section. Please subscribe to the channel and hit your notification bell. Hit your like button, and drop me a comment if you do, so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can check out my Etsy link for a personal reading. If you head over there and it's empty, it just means I have sold out from the previous day, but I do update the shop at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so keep checking back. And you can check out my Instagram page as well for a chance to win a free mini read with me on a monthly basis as well. But I hope that you come back here to the Tarot Cottage for another day, and I hope that you have a very beautiful day today. Take care. Hello everybody. In pile number 3, you were drawn to the blue popsicle here, and to the chicken card from the Literary Witches Oracle, and this is your reading. If you get to see your person again, what would they do? What would they say? How would they react? We have the chicken card, and the chicken card in this deck does talk about folklore and the past, but I take it as a very literal card. Sometimes it always makes me chuckle when Spirit has this come out in certain readings, because it really does often speak to me about someone who's scared and someone who's fearful of expressing themselves. So hopefully this won't correlate to what they would do if they got the chance to see you again. Let's hope that this has to do with how they treated the connection in the past and not how they would treat it moving forward. So let's take a look here. I'm using the Muse Tarot for you, pile 3. And we'll pull lots of message cards, of course. But what would happen if they saw you again? How would your person react? What would they do? How would they feel? What would happen if you saw your person again? We have the 8 of Pentacles. This could have been someone you went to school with or you worked with that you're asking about right now. Four of Cups. kind of an explosion, sorry. What would happen if they saw you again? If you saw each other again, what would happen? What would they do? Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, the Devil. Whoops. A bit of an explosion here. So let's fix that. What would happen if they saw you again? You have the Empress. Back of the deck is the Four of Wands. And you know, the Four of Wands talks about the intrinsic strength of this connection at times. It talks about an opportunity as well, though. It's like a gateway to more, to celebration, for reasons to celebrate here. And there's the Emperor. We have the Empress and the Emperor. So this opportunity, Spirit says this could come about. They're saying that this could actually happen. There could be an opportunity where there is a gateway that opens up. It may be coming after a period of time of wait, but Spirit says this could come to fruition. But there is already messages coming in about what this person would do. Can we clarify the Eight of Pentacles, please? And I just want to clarify some cards before I get into your message, because I do feel like there is going to be a restriction in them. Yeah. We have the Ten of Swords and we have the Seven of Pentacles. What would happen if they saw you again? Ace of Swords reversed. Ace of Wands. I'm going to try again, Spirit. That's too many. Let's clarify the Empress, please. What would they do? What would happen if they saw you again? The Five of Swords. Back of the deck is the Strength card and the Hierophant. The Four of Wands. For some of you, this person or you may be involved in another connection. There could actually be an actual commitment that you're a part of. And it could be their energy as well. It could be very mirrored, because we did have the Empress and the Emperor involved in the same scenario, involved in the same opportunity to walk through that gateway. But if they saw you again, first of all, they're growing really impatient. And I feel like it's been a long length of time since you have seen each other. And it could have been years, if I'm honest, because oftentimes I'll look at the Eight of Pentacles and I'll see a bunch of years lined up in front of me if it's been a long time. And I feel like it could have been years. And there's a sense here of being impatient in that way, so much so that they've almost given up hope that this could happen. But it's almost like, I don't want to call it like a scapegoat, because it's almost like that's what they want, the opportunity to see you again, but they also don't have the courage to wield any change towards you. So it's like they want it, but they don't want it, because they don't want to have to be put in a position where they have to prove themselves or reveal something that they're not prepared to reveal. It stresses them out. The Ace of Swords reverse is the sense of being worried, mental blocks, poor judgment in the moment, not being able to reveal themselves in the moment, potentially because of your position or their position at that time. I do feel like if they saw you again, they might chicken out. And we have the chicken, like they might not take advantage of the opportunity because they feel helpless or hopeless to change things, and they don't think that would do any good to revisit the connection. So I almost feel like this person might run away. If they saw you from afar, they might actually run away from it, because it's much easier to live in a fantasy of what they wish they could do, the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, than it is to actually go towards what is pulling them toward. Like there's a draw, there's an obsession almost, there's an addiction to you here, but they don't feel like they can share it. And I feel like it could be because of your position or their position. They feel stuck in a role. And it could be the Divine Feminine here, because I do sense motherhood as well for someone. So take that as it resonates. They fantasize about you and they're very attracted to you. It has nothing to do with how they feel, because they're suppressing great love They're suppressing great love for you, but I don't feel like they would express it if they saw you again. I feel like they would assume it wouldn't do any good. The Five of Swords is like obstacles and conflicts that are not serving anybody involved. And there's this, it's being fed by all of this impatience and all of the time between. They feel like too much time has passed to really create any shift and change. All of these fears, though, all of these ideologies that they have, Spirit is very adamant that they're not based in fact or in the truth of the situation, because all of these the moon keeps showing itself. And there's this, it's like, that's what we have to overcome. It's our insecurities. It's our fear. So I don't feel like they would actually act, because it could feel that they're actually trapped in something, or they feel stuck in their position at this time so that they can't act upon what they want. And there's also a very big discrepancy with how they put you up on this pedestal too. And I feel like that pedestal has been in place for them since a long time ago, when they didn't have the courage to wield. But I also don't feel like there was as many obstacles in the way back then as there are now either. Can we clarify that Empress, please, Spirit? What would happen the next time they saw you? Queen of Swords. They're very intimidated by you. Eight of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Cups on the back of the deck with the Six of Swords. I do feel like ultimately it is in their heart, it's one of their dreams to be able to get some things off of their chest towards you, and to be able to clarify how they feel, because I feel like there's a lot that's kind of lingering up in the ethereal that hasn't settled, that they want to express to you. That is something they do want, but I feel like it would take them a lot of courage and a lot of effort to be able to do that, to be able to overcome their feelings of insecurity and their worries about how they'll be received. And this is like a fantastical idea with the Nine of Cups. Can we clarify, please, the Devil? We have the Sun. Leo energy, very strong with the Strength and the Sun card here. They're like, it's like they are addicted to you. It's like this sense of like, and I don't know if maybe in the past I just heard this phrase, I followed them around like a puppy. I followed them around like a puppy in the past, potentially. It's like there's an addiction to you. And honestly, there is even a message coming in that the inspired thought, the fantasy that they have towards you, it keeps them going a little bit. It makes them happy. And they're hoping that one day that there will be an opportunity. They feel that there's a certain amount of fate connected to this connection as well. And they're hoping that there will be an opportunity. But I feel like there is something in place that stops that transformation, this Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles can be an actual family situation with children that are in the way for someone watching. But it also can reflect our ego that we have a really hard time overcoming. On the fence there with the Two of Pentacles, though. So there is this juggling idea. So I do feel like there is a family in place for someone watching. But for others, it could just be this ego issue that holds up the works. And they don't feel powerful enough to create change. And I often say with the Four of Cups, if we don't feel confident with the Four of Cups to create change, that means we cannot create change. Because we're not putting that effort in. What would happen if they saw you again? You have here self-indulgence, focus on self-work, time to heal, shadow work. And we have healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from a toxic relationship or addiction. And I feel like that's why they wouldn't act upon it. They put in work to sort of overcome. They claim that they've put in work to overcome. They put a lot of effort. to let go, and that was difficult. I don't feel like they have let go, but they feel like they've put an effort to try to accomplish that. And somebody in this connection has moved on potentially. So there's this feeling of like trying to heal, trying to make decisions based on their own good at that moment. We do have the dragonfly on the back of the deck. It says, be lighthearted, things coming to light, adapting, changing, healing. But this also talks about transformation. And if we want transformation, we have to be hungry for it. Even in opportunities that present, those golden gateways that the Four of Wands represents towards our success, towards our happiness, we have to want to walk through those gateways. We have to be hungry for that change. And there's something that holds this person back. I feel like they would not, if they saw you from afar, I feel like they may not approach. How do they feel about seeing you again? How does this person feel about seeing group number 3 again, please? We have, I want to reconcile with you, but it's in the reverse position. And I feel like they do. I feel like it's not that they don't want to. It's that they're stressed out about it. They're fearful of it. To express themselves, I don't feel like they have the ability to or the freedom to. And it could just be an ego thing, but maybe a physical thing that holds them back. But they're stressed out about expressing how they feel and coming face to face with you. I'm so attracted to you, you do not know what you do to me. It plays on my confidence. And I hold back because I do not want to be rejected. And that's the chicken card. You know, it's I don't want to be rejected, so I hold back. And in that case, I feel like they would hold back. I do regret walking away. And I feel like they would regret holding back in this scenario too. I feel like it would fill them into even more sadness and loss. I don't want to be with anybody else. It says, I do think about the future, and when I do, I think about you in it. And I also saw telepathically communicate with me as well. It's easier to have telepathic communication than it is to have actual communication. How do they feel when they think about reuniting? I'm getting an opportunity to speak to pile 3. I don't know how to fix everything. Because you take my breath away. They seem to put you up on a pedestal that they are not allowed to go on to. I'm trying to let go of the past. And that's the other message though. Spirit often says that, you know, this Ace of Swords, it's about stress. They're claiming that they're moving on and they're trying to be forward facing and they're trying to evolve. But truly, it's easier to stick our head in the sand than to create the change that we know we need, because they don't know how to fix everything. I made a huge mistake. And I knew the first moment I saw you that it's always been you. And that's a beautiful, sweet message coming through. A couple more of these. What are they thinking when I think about seeing you again? It says, don't be surprised if I contact you soon, but I would be surprised if they contacted you soon. What do they think about reconnection? It says, I want adventure with you, I'm coming. That's the second card that claims that they do want to come forward, but it's not about want, but it's about having the courage to follow through with what we want here, because they're trying to be strong. Smile though your heart is breaking. Pretending like everything is fine when it is not. Because I am secretly terrified of having the chance at seeing you again. And that's the thing. I feel like they are secretly... They want it, but they're also terrified that it could happen. I'm scared of unavoidable change. Lots of scared cards here with the chicken card. Whoops. The only thing that makes me happy is you. Oops, there's 2 things here. You are the only thing I lie about. And sleepless nights. because of this connection. Back of the deck is you're all grown up now. So lots of time has passed, adding to their nerves potentially. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 3. Charm bowl, please. How are they feeling right this moment about you in the bowl? Page of Swords. They could be keeping tabs on you. And they could know that you have a family. There's somebody who could have a family here with the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is also showing up on its side, so there's a lack of emotional fulfillment in them at this moment as well. And there have been delays and setbacks to all of the plans that they've ever made to connecting with you, which have added to their fear, I feel. The Page of Swords, you could have went to school with this person as well. And they really have a lot that they would like to say, but I don't know that they are emotionally ready to expand this connection. So if they saw you again, I feel like they might just run, if I'm honest. It's not a reflection of their feelings, but they might just run. Oh, the big sword came out today. It fell out of the bowl. And isn't that interesting? It's sort of truth and justice and honesty falls out of the bowl when it comes to the chicken pile. We have M and G, general manager. We have ING and special. We have the snake, a temptation perhaps. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Ten of Cups, and we have the 10 of Wands. This is a burden that they carry with them everywhere. It's like they'll never shake this connection. And it's hard too because they don't see where it's going either, so that adds to their burden. We have the World marble because closure is wanted. We have Never Never Give Up. We also have a penny from 1999. We have a bicycle, the Chariot, with no rider. So the Chariot is about making a decision, a decisive choice about what we want emotionally, and then heading in that direction with, you know, vigor and focus and determination. This Chariot has no rider, so this person doesn't, they're almost too fearful to make that choice about what they want. It's easier to live in the fantasy realm with the Two of Wands here, and the Ten of Cups talks about the lack of emotional fulfillment that they have in this connection. It can also indicate a family present as well, so take that as it resonates. All right, group number 3, that's what I have for you today. If it resonated, I would love to hear your story in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe to this channel as well and join our beautiful family here. Hit your like button, hit your notification bell, and then drop me a comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can check out my Etsy account for a personal reading if you feel called. And if you head there and it's empty, it just means that I have sold out for the previous day. But I do update the shop at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on weekdays, so keep checking back. But I hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day today. Take care.